feel like I'm in one of the best shapes of my life right now, but it didn't used to be that way. I remember this one day where I was in the gym and like I finished the session and I took my top off. I was like flexing in the mirror. As I was just looking at my body, seeing how I looked, my friend walked in. As he walked in, I remember he sort of like, he looked at me and he just asked me like, "What? I've got a bit of a belly now." He's just said that to me. He didn't say it in a malicious way, but he just said it to me. As he said it to me, I remember feeling quite sort of insecure, like wanting to put my top back on. I looked in the mirror and I could see he was right. See that I wasn't in the best shape. I wasn't looking how I wanted to look. I didn't have the muscles I wanted, my arms, my shoulder. Like I just didn't have the physique I wanted to have. And I was thinking, like, how can I get in the shape I want to be? How can I look how I actually want to look like? As I've been going gym for probably a year and a half at that point, and I still wasn't anywhere near where I wanted to be, but that all changed. I've been going gym for about 3 years now, and I generally feel I'm in one of the best shapes I could ever possibly be in. I don't really want any more muscle. I don't really want to get any bigger. Like, I'm just happy where I'm at. And I'm going to give you three tips on how you can do this for yourself, how you can get the physique that you actually want, and how you want to truly look. As the first tip, the first thing is you got to like be in it to win it, and you got to stay there for the long haul. As probably about 6 months ago, I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do. For 1 week, I started practicing running. I was thinking like, I want to be David Goggins. I want to run ultra marathons. The next week, I was like, actually, no, I'm going to start practicing for an Ironman. So I started swimming. Then the next week, I was like, no, I want to actually do bodybuilding. The next week, I want to do MMA. The next week, I was doing rock climbing. I just kept changing and changing. I kept doing so many different things. And I never stuck to a single thing. Because of this, because of me changing to this, to that, to all these different things, I never saw results in any. Nothing, I never improved in any of them. Because when you train like a week of MMA, you don't get any better at MMA. The first week, you're just getting used to it. But if you train a month, if I spent all those 5 weeks of changing different things, and I just did MMA, I'd be so much better at it. And that's the same with the gym. Changing your workouts a bit, changing your diet, changing just different things, it actually holds you back. It stops your progress. As we try to over-optimize, we try to make everything the best it possibly can. And I did this all the time. I'd be in the gym and I try to always pick the best exercise. So some days I'd do this like JPG lat pull down where you pull it at a certain angle and it'd be brilliant. And then I'd find there's another exercise that would be better. So maybe it was like pull-ups with a band or something. And I was always changing and changing exercise. And what this meant is progress never happened in none. I never actually like progressively overloaded. I never got better and better with it. And this is just the same with your training split, your diet, each exercise. All the things, they require consistency. They require doing the same thing week in, week out, just repeating it, the same routine. So you want to have the same training split. You don't want to keep changing it just to please, just to like try to optimize it. As they all work, they're all gonna work. You just gotta pick one and stick with it. The same with the diet. You gotta pick one and stick with it. And I want to help you with the next 2 tips on how you can do that. But when I actually picked stuff and stuck with it, like I have literally now, about 2 weeks ago, I picked a training split. I picked a diet, everything I want to do, and I'm just sticking with it. I'm just doing this. I'm not changing it. I'm not doing nothing. And within those 2 weeks, more progress has happened than in the 6 months, just because I didn't change. I didn't do something different. I didn't switch up to another workout, to doing MMA again, to doing boxing. Instead, I just stuck with one thing, and I'm starting to see progress already. My numbers are already starting to go up. So that's the same with you. We want to, by the end of this video, I want you to have the diet, the training split, everything you need, so you can just stick to it and not change it at all. Just keep on going on the same routine. So this brings us to like, what is the best diet? What is actually the diet that you need that's gonna help you, that's gonna build you the most muscle, gonna get you in the best shape? As I imagine the shape you want to be in is where you're like you're lean, you're muscular, you can see abs, you can see your veins, you're in like good shape, you're in sort of like superhero shape where you're active, you can run, you can do all these different things, but you've also got muscle. And I tried loads of diets for years. I tried being a vegetarian where you don't eat meat, you don't eat nothing. I tried carnivore where all you eat is meat. I tried keto where you don't eat like bread, rice, carbs, all of that stuff. And just I've experimented with diet a lot. I've tried to find the best one. And I found it's not actually, it's not, there's no one size fits all. And what I mean by this is there's no one diet works for everyone. It's not how it works. Instead, the best diet that's going to work for you is whole foods. It's eating the single ingredient foods that Mother Nature made. So this is your meats, your vegetables, your fruit. And then as we're eating these whole foods, we work out what's the best one for us. So it may be just eating only meat, doing a carnivore diet. That's if you think your body works best off that. But it could be eating only vegetables if you think your body works best off vegetables. But whatever it is having whole foods and sticking to whole foods and just experimenting, trying and seeing what foods work best for you. As for me, what I found is meats, fruits, and sweet potato. Those foods are the only foods I need. They're the only foods that work best for me. And milk and stuff like that. When I start to eat stuff like nuts now, if I start to have peanut butter, stuff like that, it just makes me feel a bit bloated. It gives me a couple spots on my face. I don't feel healthy when I eat it. My stomach doesn't feel too good. But when I just keep it meat, fruit, and sweet potato, I feel brilliant. I feel like optimal health, optimal energy levels. And you want to do this the same for you. You want to try find the best foods that work for you, and they're going to be whole foods. So none of that cereal, none of the pizzas, none of the burgers, none of it. Just the best foods that are going to work for you. And to do this, you want to have that routine that I was talking about earlier. You want to have that structure of just doing it every day, sticking to the diet, finding these best foods and just sticking to them. As when I hit like summer 2024 and I found this diet, I found the meat, the fruits and the sweet potato. That's all I was eating. I was in the best shape ever. I remember looking in the mirror and just being like absolutely shredded, and my shoulders, like everything, I just felt in the best shape ever. And I was thinking to myself, like, it's so amazing how I've got here. And I've made so much progress over the last few months, all because of diet. All because diet has just helped me to the next level. And I felt so confident. I felt so happy with my body. And I was so just pleased to walk around in a tank top and walk around in shorts and just with how I looked. So that's why you want the diet that fits you, the whole foods diet. There's a lean bulking course in the description which has the diet that I think will work best to build muscle and what I used essentially. And that can help you too. It's all for free. But we've got the diet, we've got the routine, we know we've got to keep consistent with this diet. Let's just get the training split down as a third step. And I could say like push-pull legs, or chest and back, or Arnold split, or I don't even know, CrossFit, all these different training splits, they're all the best splits. But it's not actually the case. I remember when I used to go to the gym, I was training bodybuilding, I was just lifting heavy weights every day. This one session, I went into the gym and I think I was doing like a pull session probably. I was doing like lat pull downs, all these different exercises. I remember just feeling bored, just wanting to go home the whole session. And I just didn't enjoy it at all. I was doing the like lat pull downs, I was doing the bicep curls, I was just thinking I want to go home. With every exercise I didn't try, I was just disliking what I was doing. I just felt so bored. My thoughts were just negative. I was just not liking the session at all. I was strolling on Instagram for half of it as I just didn't want to work out. And this wasn't because I was unmotivated that day. This wasn't because of like discipline or nothing like that. Instead, it was just I didn't enjoy doing bodybuilding anymore. It wasn't enjoyable for me. Every session felt just boring and just like a drag and just not fun at all. So I didn't make any progress with it. I didn't actually see results at all. And what I wish I did is to just do something you enjoy and stick with. So this could be martial arts, and this could be CrossFit, this could be rock climbing, whatever it is, you just want to pick something enjoyable and stick with it. And even if it is something like martial arts or calisthenics, whatever it is, you're going to still make muscle, you're going to still get in good shape, get a good physique with it. You just have to find the enjoyable thing that you like doing and do it. It's going to be hard at times. It's going to be, you're going to need discipline to stick to it and keep on doing it. But you got to find something you enjoy and do it. As right now, again, I found that thing I enjoy. I found if I'm doing like sort of calisthenics more workouts of just a lot of reps and like low weight. I'm doing these workouts that make you sweat, they make your legs really sting, really tired, but they're so much more enjoyable for me. They're what lights a fire under me right now. But like after I finish a session, I feel so much happier, feel so much better, and just enjoy the session so much more. Even I have a leg day today, and I'm still excited for it. I still want to do it, as I quite enjoy it more. So if you can find this for yourself, whatever it is, if it is bodybuilding, that's great, and if you're doing it right now, that's even better. But just experiment about and try find what you enjoy. As once you can stick to your diet, stick to your training, and just keep this routine of just doing it every single week, you will see the physique you want. It will take time, it will take patience, but it will come slowly but surely. And one day you'll just look in the mirror and surprise as you've got in the shape you wanted to be in. And it's the best feeling ever. So that's what you gotta do, is you just gotta find the things you want and just stick to it. It sounds obvious, but not many people do it. Everyone wavers. We all change and do different things, but we just got to find for one thing, the best thing that works for us, and stick to it. There's a free lean bolting course in the description, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bash.